Preparing for the Microsoft AI Business Professional exam? Stop scrolling and watch this first. In this video, I'll show you the most important AI Business Professional exam questions and topics that can help you pass quickly. If you want to pass the Microsoft AI Business Professional exam on your first attempt, you're in the right place. This certification is offered by Microsoft, and it focuses on generative AI tools, Microsoft 365 Copilot, responsible AI principles, data governance, and AI-powered business productivity. In this video, we'll cover AI Business Professional exam questions and preparation tips to help you clear the exam faster. Also, if you want the AI Business Professional Practice Questions PDF, you can download it from Study for Exam. Question number 1. What term describes when an AI model confidently produces information that is actually incorrect or made up? A. Grounding. B. Fine-tuning. C. Hallucination. D. None. Correct answer. C. Hallucination explanation. Hallucination is when a generative AI model generates false or fabricated information presented as fact. Microsoft 365 Copilot reduces this risk through grounding, connecting responses to your real organizational data and verified sources. Question number 2. What is the key difference between Microsoft 365 Copilot and Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat? A. They are the same product with different names. B. Copilot Chat requires admin approval, while Microsoft 365 Copilot does not. C. Microsoft 365 Copilot is embedded in apps like Word, Excel, and Teams, while Copilot Chat is a standalone conversational AI interface. D. Anonymous access. Correct answer. C. Microsoft 365 Copilot is embedded in apps. Explanation. Microsoft 365 Copilot works directly inside Word, Excel, Teams, Outlook, and PowerPoint within those app contexts. Copilot Chat is a separate standalone interface for open-ended AI conversations and agent access. Real exam takers confirmed this is one of the most tested topics on the AB-730. Question number 3. A sales manager missed a 1-hour Teams meeting. She wants to quickly find out the key decisions and action items. Which Copilot feature should she use? A. Copilot in Outlook. B. Copilot in Word. C. Copilot in Microsoft Teams. D. Azure AD Group Policy. Correct answer. C. Copilot in Microsoft Teams. Explanation. Copilot in Teams can summarize meeting recordings, highlight key decisions, and generate action items even if you are not present in the meeting. This is one of the most common scenario-based questions on the real AB-730 exam. Question number 4. Which Microsoft 365 Copilot agent is designed to perform deep, multi-source research and produce comprehensive research reports? A. Copilot in SharePoint. B. Copilot Analyst. C. Copilot Researcher. D. All of the above. Correct answer. C. Copilot Researcher explanation. Copilot Researcher is a specialized agent that conducts deep research across web sources and organizational documents, delivering detailed research reports. It is different from Copilot Analyst, which focuses on data analysis. Real exam takers specifically report being tested on the difference between these two agents. Question number 5. A marketing employee has a 40-page Word report and needs to create an executive summary presentation quickly. Which Copilot capability is most appropriate? A. Copilot in Outlook. B. Copilot in PowerPoint. C. Copilot in Teams. D. Copilot Analyst. Correct answer. B. Copilot in PowerPoint. Explanation. Copilot in PowerPoint can take an existing Word document as input and automatically generate a complete, structured presentation, including slides, layouts, and speaker notes. Knowing which app's Copilot handles which task is a core exam skill. Question number 6. Which of the following is the best example of an effective Copilot prompt? A. Write an email. B. Email about the project. C. Detailed and specific prompt. D. Copilot in Teams. Correct answer, C. Detailed and specific prompt. Explanation. Effective Copilot prompts include a clear goal, context, format preference, and tone. Option C includes all of these elements. The AB-730 exam heavily tests prompt engineering. Vague prompts produce poor results, while specific prompts produce high-quality outputs. Question number 7. Which Microsoft service helps organizations monitor Copilot data activities, enforce compliance policies, and audit how AI interacts with organizational data? A. Microsoft Defender. B. Microsoft Intune. C. Microsoft Purview. D. Microsoft Output. Correct answer, C. Microsoft Purview. Explanation. Microsoft Purview is the compliance and data governance platform used to monitor Copilot interactions, audit AI data access, apply sensitivity labels, and enforce data retention policies. Real exam takers confirm Purview is directly tested in the governance domain. Question number 8. How does Microsoft 365 Copilot handle access to organizational data? A. Copilot can access all company data regardless of permissions. B. Copilot only accesses public web content. C. Copilot only surfaces data that the logged-in user already has permission. D. Correct answer, C. Copilot only surfaces data that the logged-in user already has permission. Explanation. Microsoft 365 Copilot fully respects existing SharePoint, Exchange, and Teams permissions. It will never surface a file or email that the current user is not authorized to view. This is the Copilot Security Framework, one of the most important governance concepts on the AB-730 exam. Question number 9. Which of Microsoft's 6 responsible AI principles focuses on ensuring AI systems perform consistently and do not cause unintended harm? A. Fairness. B. Inclusiveness. C. Reliability and safety. D. Azure storage. Correct answer, C. Reliability and safety. Explanation. Microsoft's 6 responsible AI principles are fairness, reliability and safety, privacy and security, inclusiveness, transparency, and accountability. Reliability and safety means AI must perform consistently across conditions without producing harmful or unpredictable outcomes. All 6 principles are tested. Memorize them. Question number 10. What is prompt injection in the context of AI security? A. A technique to improve Copilot responses by adding more detail. B. A malicious attack. C. The process of inserting training data into an AI model. D. None. Correct answer, B. A malicious attack. Explanation. Prompt injection is a security risk where malicious actors embed hidden instructions inside documents, emails, or web pages, attempting to trick Copilot into performing unauthorized actions. Recognizing this risk is tested in both the AI fundamentals and governance domains. Quick exam tip. One important thing about the AI Business Professional exam is that many questions are scenario-based. Microsoft describes a real business situation and asks you to choose the best Copilot feature or action. Also, there is a new best answer question type where more than one option may be correct, but you must choose the best one. So make sure you clearly understand topics like Microsoft 365 Copilot versus Copilot Chat, Copilot in Teams, Word, Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, Copilot Researcher versus Copilot Analyst Agents, effective prompt writing techniques, Microsoft Purview for AI governance, responsible AI, all 6 principles, hallucination, RAG, and prompt injection, Copilot data permissions and security framework, EU data boundary for for European organizations, custom instructions, and sharing prompts. These topics appear frequently in the Real AI Business Professional exam. Question number 11. A financial analyst wants to analyze a large Excel spreadsheet with sales data and generate trends using natural language without writing any formulas. Which tool should they use? A. Copilot Researcher. B. Copilot in Teams. C. Copilot Analyst. D. All of the above. Correct answer. C. Copilot Analyst. Explanation. Copilot Analyst is designed specifically for data analysis tasks. It can process structured data from Excel or CSV files, generate charts, identify trends, and provide natural language insights. Remember, researcher equals deep research reports. Analyst equals data analysis. This difference is directly tested on the real AB-730 exam. Question number 12. A business team wants to build a custom Copilot agent that answers employee HR policy questions using their internal SharePoint documents. Which tool should they use? A. Microsoft Purview. B. Microsoft Power BI. C. Microsoft Copilot Studio. D. Manage Billing. Correct answer. C. Microsoft Copilot Studio. Explanation. Copilot Studio allows business users, without any coding, to create, configure, and deploy custom Copilot agents connected to specific data sources like SharePoint, websites, or APIs. Real exam takers confirm this is tested. You must know when to recommend Copilot Studio versus using a built-in Copilot experience. Question number 13. Which technique helps Microsoft 365 Copilot produce more accurate and context-aware responses by connecting it to your organization's real data at the time of the query? A. Temperature tuning. B. Fine-tuning. C. Retrieval augmented generation, RAG. D. All of the above. Correct answer. C. Retrieval augmented generation, RAG. Explanation. RAG grounds Copilot's responses in real, current organizational data, such as your SharePoint files, emails, and Teams messages, rather than relying only on the model's training data. This is why Copilot gives you workplace-relevant answers instead of generic ones. RAG is a key concept in Domain 1. Question number 14. A European company wants to ensure that all their Microsoft 365 Copilot data stays within the European Union. Which Microsoft commitment addresses this requirement? A. Microsoft Cloud Agreement. B. Microsoft Trust Shield. C. Microsoft EU Data Boundary. D. File Routing. Correct answer. C. Microsoft EU Data Boundary. Explanation. Microsoft's EU Data Boundary is a commitment that ensures EU customer data is stored and processed within the European Union, helping organizations comply with GDPR and other EU data regulations. This is a tested governance topic, especially for organizations in regulated industries. Question number 15. Which of the following tasks is least suitable for Microsoft 365 Copilot assistance? A. Summarizing a 50-page internal report into key highlights. B. Drafting a first version proposal email to a client. C. Making a final legal judgment that requires human accountability. D. Both B and C. Correct answer. C. Making a final legal judgment that requires human accountability. Explanation. AI is highly effective at summarization, first drafts, and needing documentation, but tasks requiring definitive legal, financial, or compliance decisions must involve human review and accountability. The AB-730 exam tests your ability to identify which tasks benefit from AI and which ones require human judgment. This is a core responsible AI skill. Question number 16. An HR manager receives an email thread with 35 back-and-forth replies about a new leave policy. She needs to respond professionally but has not read the full thread. What should she do first in Outlook? A. Use Copilot to immediately draft a reply. B. Forward the thread to a colleague. C. Use Copilot's thread summary feature to understand the conversation. Correct answer, C. Use Copilot's thread summary feature to understand the conversation. Explanation: the correct workflow in Outlook is summarize the thread first using Copilot. Understand the full context. Then use Draft with Copilot to write an informed response. Skipping the summary risks missing key points. The AB-730 exam tests proper Copilot workflows in Outlook, not just features. Question number 17. A user sets custom instructions in Microsoft 365 Copilot to always respond in bullet points and keep responses under 200 words. How does Copilot apply these instructions? A. Only during Teams meetings. B. Only when the user manually activates them each session. C. Automatically across Copilot interactions as a persistent preference. D. Forward the thread to a colleague. Correct answer, C. Automatically as a persistent preference. Explanation: custom instructions in Microsoft 365 Copilot are saved as persistent preferences. Copilot applies them automatically across sessions, without the user needing to re-enter them. Real exam takers specifically report being tested on how custom instructions work, when they apply, and their limitations. Question number 18. A team leader creates a highly effective prompt in Copilot and wants the entire department to reuse it regularly. What is the correct way to do this? A. Save the prompt as a Word document and email it to everyone. B. Save and share the prompt within Microsoft 365 Copilot so team members can access and reuse it. C. Submit the prompt to Microsoft for official approval. D. All above. Correct answer, B. Save and share the prompt within Microsoft 365 Copilot so team members can access and reuse it. Explanation: Microsoft 365 Copilot supports creating, saving, and sharing prompts directly within the platform so teams can reuse effective prompts consistently. Real exam takers confirm that creating, sharing, and scheduling prompts is a direct exam topic, including understanding the limitations around prompt sharing. Question number 19. A user types "summarize this" into Microsoft 365 Copilot without providing any document or additional context. What is the most likely outcome? A. Copilot will automatically find the most recently opened document. B. Copilot will produce a low-quality or irrelevant response due to lack of context. C. Copilot will search the internet for something to summarize. D. Correct answer, B. Copilot will produce a low-quality or irrelevant response due to lack of context. Explanation: context is everything in Copilot prompting. Without specifying what to summarize, the format needed, or the intended audience, Copilot cannot generate a useful output. The AB-730 exam tests your understanding that prompt quality directly drives output quality. This is a foundational prompting concept. Question number 20. Which of the following correctly describes what Microsoft 365 Copilot can do in Excel? A. Write VBA code and record macros automatically. B. Connect to external databases without any configuration. C. Analyze data, highlight trends, suggest formulas, and generate charts using natural language. D. None. Correct answer, C. Connect to external databases without any configuration. Explanation: Copilot in Excel lets users ask questions like, "What are the top 5 products by revenue this quarter?" And Copilot generates charts, highlights patterns, and suggests formulas, all through natural conversation. It does not write VBA code or auto-connect to external systems. Knowing what each app's Copilot can and cannot do is critical for the real AB-730 exam. If you want to practice more exam questions like these, you can download the complete Microsoft AI Business Professional Practice Questions PDF. The full PDF includes updated AB-730 exam questions, detailed explanations, real scenario-based questions, practice tests, full coverage of all 4 exam domains. The download link is available in the description. All right, that was all 20 questions for the Microsoft AI Business Professional exam. The complete AB-730 practice questions PDF is linked in the description to download. Use it alongside this video for the best results. Good luck, and I will see you in the next video.